What's up? What's up? What's up? Rick Paulton, Ryan Inman, Brewster. That's so cool. He's so cool. How's it going tonight, fellas?
What's up, guys?
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool?
Yeah.
Ryan's up to something over there.
He is. He's up to something. He's got...
Fuck it. Let's just get it out the way. I got a little
friend. Fuck it in the first 10 minutes of our show because we don't get paid from YouTube.
Yeah. I got a little friend with me tonight.
Holy shit.
Oh, look at that.
This is a Labradoodle puppy. This is a female. I don't have a name for her because she's not staying. But anybody that's in the Cleveland area or Akron area that wants a Labradoodle puppy, they are free to a good home in 4 weeks.
Oh, how about that?
So, because somebody irresponsibly let the lab and the double doodle breed, so now we have Labradoodles. But look at that face.
It's a cute guy. He's a little cute little doggy.
He's adorable.
Face. There are black ones and red ones too.
Oh well. Yeah, I cannot have dogs anymore.
This is a horror show, so I brought a black one.
There you go. Awesome, man. Awesome.
He is terrified because Zahn is like right here licking himself, paying no attention to her, but she's like, "What's that?"
Has Zahn like kicked the dog's ass yet?
Zahn ain't gonna bother her. He doesn't care about that.
Right on. Yeah,
I was licking myself before this
some
podcast
cats just
started.
don't like dogs and just beat on them.
But yeah,
He thinks it's the other way around, but no.
Anybody that's interested in one of these, just reach out to the page. So
right on.
I'm gonna actually return this thing to the mother because it's 4 weeks old today. So in 4 more weeks, it can go to a home, like August 1st.
Big, looks pretty big.
So, yeah, I mean they'll be between 60 and 70 pounds when they're full grown. Right
on. And to most people that don't know any better, that's like a 100-pound dog.
Yeah.
Most people call a 60-pound pit bull a 100-pound pit bull. They have no idea what a 100-pound dog really looks like.
They'll be a little smaller than a regular lab.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent-sized dog, a 60-pound dog.
Yeah. Like
my husky is 40 pounds.
Like it's the size of almost the size of the Chihuahuas that live here already, you know. It's a month old.
Right on. What's up, Josh? How you doing?
I'm gonna return this girl to the mother, and I'll be right back, and you guys can continue with the intro.
Right on. We will do that. So, I got a list of stuff to talk about. We are gonna finally, we're gonna continue the Hellraiser thing because I've been getting shit online.
I don't have notes. I just been drawing
pictures. That is not his dog. He has cats. What is up, Megan?
Pookie.
So speaking of Tiki, hopefully you guys got a chance to check out his Summer Scream special. That was pretty sweet. I was planning on checking it out at midnight because I usually my phone lays next to my bed and I roll over like every 2 hours. And I was hoping to catch it live so I can jump in the comments. But
I saw that.
Particular night, I woke up right as it was over, 3:00. You know, but it was pretty sweet. I ended up watching it the next day. So go to the Talking Tapes page on Facebook or on YouTube, not on Facebook. We'll go on Facebook too. What the hell? But on YouTube, you can see the special. And he put up Bigfoot versus Jason in there from our friends Jason Pitts and James Stokes, and that was in there along with some other shenanigans. He did a real good job editing it, and you guys could check that out. It was pretty awesome.
Voorhees, the Beast Within.
I always forget the fucking name of it.
So did I, but
or I want to call it Night of the Beast.
But that's a different movie.
Yeah, I know. It's a good movie though, and I think you all like it. And there was 2 other movies in there that were pretty cool.
AI Rice and The Stench.
The Stench, yeah, The Stench. I've seen that, and he had little skits here and there.
We had something else too from Lucky.
He says the next one won't be on a weekday for us old folks. He fell asleep
man.
also. Were you in live chat when you fell asleep?
Dude, he was probably mid-type when he fell asleep.
Did Tiki just refer to himself as old folk?
Yeah.
Get out of
He's like 25 or something.
Yeah. Rick has kids as old as you, man.
I do. He's a very old 20-something. Like I like to think of myself as a young 40-something, but
that is pretty wild to think
about.
Yourself he's like Donald's age.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's not the only one that's like Donald's age.
Shut up.
Anywho, so I got a list. I got a list of things to talk about. We are going to get to the Hellraiser movies. I promise tonight it's happening because Megan's been giving me shit about it.
I drew a picture of a cat.
You drew a picture of a cat for your notes? That works. That works.
Mine's lifelike.
Mine's over here sleeping on the futon. I got too much shit to move the laptop, though.
Mine's kind of sleeping upside down.
That's what he does.
See that?
Yeah, that's what
it looks like mine. Here, hang on.
I told you they look exactly the same. Yeah,
that's what Rex does.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yours has a thing on his nose, though. Mine doesn't have that. But
yeah, he's a
freeloading
asshole.
There it is.
Still with Ryan's girlfriends.
We kid. Actually, I'm jealous. I ain't hating. So, that's the notes for the movie. Things I wanted to talk about before we got going. And Megan says, yes, that's right. It's just better to rip the bandage off. That's why we're doing 2. We're going to get through these. These are the last 2 with Doug Bradley. So these are probably the last chances of having good movies. I don't know if they were good movies. We'll talk about that imminently. The remake, I have hope for. I seriously have hope for that. But today is the anniversary of Return of the Living Dead. And I wish I would have known earlier because I would have shot Miguel a text to see if he wanted to pop in, and that could have saved us from talking to Hellraisers.
Knowing him, he might just pop on anyway.
He could. You never know. He has the link. He has the link. He's popped in randomly here before, and it could happen.
Yeah, we're just on the show one day, and all of a sudden, there's a guy with a do-rag smoking a cigarette just popped up on our feed.
Yeah, it happens. I'm in the middle of my conversation with Leslie Hoffman, and he's like, boop. And I'm like, hey, you know that guy? Maybe you've seen him at a convention.
Thought we were getting prank streamed, but no, we know that guy.
Yeah, we know that guy. So, Summer Screams, we talked about that. Oh, the shop. The link is on the page. Do not ask anybody to make a website for you on Facebook. No. I've been dealing with fucking hell just from saying it.
I saw it.
Oh my God. Texts and emails. How did they even get my fucking phone number and my email? I don't know.
Me.
And it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. And over again, I didn't respond to anything because I'm not stupid, you know? No, people that don't even follow the page, blocked every one of them. And it just kept going. It was all day yesterday. I'm like going in to hurry up, change all my passwords just in case.
Yep.
But JP Cross from A Killer's Confession is going to help us out with getting a respectable looking website. But for now, you can order through the link. I don't know the website, so you can type it out. But if you just click the link, the fourth wall link that's on the page, it's pinned at the top of the page. You can get yourself one of these awesome shirts.
You ever notice, too, on like Facebook when it's like AI bots, they're like, oh, let me help you do this. It's always like hot chicks.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
Just like, yeah, I don't know her.
So, like I said, you mean Emilio is not within 10 miles of me?
What's that?
I said, like I said in the comments, so you mean Amelia is not within 10 miles of me?
Oh,
she doesn't have a free iPhone?
Definitely not.
Well, that explains that awkward visit.
Dude, it was insane, man. And so you can't say tickets, you can't say website. I need a list of the things we're not allowed to say. Because
I can come up with a few.
It's like Vince McMahon's list of words not to say in wrestling, but for Facebook.
Right. I mean, it's these bots are fucking ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
You know, a buddy of mine's been hacked a couple times for T-shirts. He had a fake profile in his name offering to sell shit.
It probably automatically searches like terms and words and just.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it definitely does. I got to know what those words are so I know not to use them.
They're career-ending racial slurs.
Oh.
I don't think this
vagina.
is a word we shouldn't use.
No, we use that one all the time.
T's in rare form. Speaking of vaginas.
Oh.
So, anybody see Megan 2.0?
Yeah, I was reading.
That was their thing, not my thing. To grab your vaginas thing. I don't know.
No. The Rick Paulton needs a website. Please email them.
Yeah. So
yeah, I saw Megan 2.0. I dug it. It was different.
I liked it. The Death Crew Society guys tore it apart, man. But,
also, if the AI bots are listening, I heard Rick Paulton's car warranty just expired.
Oh. Also, I think his Amazon package has not been delivered by UPS.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have to
yeah,
go
I
check
gotta
that out.
I gotta get with them to make sure I get that. And that's so awesome that they do that because they know everyone is expecting a package. You know, so oh my god, I need this.
Do you guys get the Easy Pass ones or?
I
no?
got those, yeah.
Oh yeah. We get tons of those.
Yeah, I do too because I'm an Easy Pass user. I use it today. Actually,
I got them before I was an Easy Pass user.
I actually went to Cedar Point this morning.
Oh, cool. Did you
I'm
ride
already home.
Did you ride the thingy?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No,
Have you yet?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, we should try and
I
do
rode
a
out
Hollow
there.
Weekend.
I rode Steel Vengeance.
we're
I rode
definitely gonna
Millennium
do
Force,
Halloween.
and I came home.
Right on, cool. That's what you can do when you got a season pass.
Yeah.
And you live. What's it take? About 30 minutes to get there?
Takes me about 80 minutes to get there.
Oh, from your house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're a little further south.
Or I'm sorry, it takes it's like 82 miles, but a lot of that's turnpike 80 miles.
Yeah. Where you can go 80 miles an hour unless fucking giant raccoons don't get in your way
Oh yeah.
and fuck your whole car up.
Well, I was only going 70 that time because we were on 90. I only go 10 over.
Right on. All right. So make sure to follow us on the Spreaker app. Get that thing because we were getting money for that. Now we're still stuck at like 30 cents. So we need people to follow us on there to hear the audio podcast. Eventually, and I'm not going to ask Facebook to help me do it. I'm going to figure out how to get on the iTunes and the Spotify again. And it should be soon. Sad news. You see, Bob Elmore passed.
Yes.
That was very sad. I was outside of the gun queue, whatever we call it this week. Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Nope, that ain't it either. Rocket Arena.
You'll figure it out.
Waiting on Ziggy to get out of the Zigzag from Death Curse Society to get out of the Tyler the Creator concert. when I heard the news.
Oh man.
But yeah, Bob was awesome. He was on the show. He was one of our best guests. The audio was horrible, but the interview was great. And we were going to eventually redo it and get better audio. We were going to do it in person at Ohio Terracon, but there was so much going on at a very busy event, and we didn't get a chance to do it then. So we were going to do it eventually later, and we won't get the chance now, unfortunately. But I hear that Sean Clark, if you know who he is,
Yes,
he's an agent for most of these guys, and he worked with Bob and everything. He has many hundreds and hundreds of 8x10s that were signed by Bob because I think Bob had cancer. I think that's what came out, and he got these ready to go. So if he passed, his wife could make, and we met his wife, who's a lovely lady. His wife could make some money off of his name, image, and likeness. And if you wanted to get a Bob Elmore autograph, you could reach out to Sean Clark, just DM him, and he'll get back to you on his page, and he'll tell you how to do that. But yeah. So
I think I believe he's the first guest we've had that's passed away.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Megan in the comments, Michael Madsen passed away too.
Yeah,
Mike Madsen passed away today, 67.
Wasn't he in that Chaos movie, the obvious ripoff of Last House on the Left? Wasn't he in that?
I do not know. I know him from Donnie Brasco, Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
And that's
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was Reservoir Dogs and Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to say he had a cameo in a Fletch movie, but I'm not sure. It would have been some guy that looks like him.
Could be.
When he goes to the airport, it's all ball bearings.
I mean, they didn't really. I mean, they both had dark hair, but they didn't look alike totally. But I never confused them. But him and Tom Sizemore always seemed like they could play the same roles interchangeably. And he passed away too, like 4 or 5 years ago or something. But I loved both of those guys, man, because they were both really good at playing hard boiled dirt bags. But those are characters you need in seedy movies.
Absolutely. Megan says Blood Rain as well.
Yeah.
I wrote down YouTube. I don't know why.
Are we doing something on YouTube? Are we trying to get?
We need to get followers. That's for sure. We need 1,000
yeah.
followers so we can make money on there. We only have 100 something.
Yeah, we never really promoted on YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing more stuff over there.
You can share those promos I make for the things. You can throw them up on YouTube for shorts.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I'll send them to you after. I'll send them to you in
when you make it, just send them to me somehow, and an email or whatever, and we'll
so you can. I'll throw them up on the Facebook, and then you can throw them on your YouTube channel. Just extra content and stuff.
And next month, since it's the anniversary of Texas Chainsaw in August 18th, we're gonna do some stuff. We're not gonna do a full. We're not gonna go into the Texas Chainsaw because I think Ryan had a different idea for the next franchise we do, but we'll do some different Texas Chainsaw type stuff.
Like the next one was lined up. I already know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, and you haven't told me yet, but we'll wait for that.
Yeah.
It's My Little Pony.
It might be.
How'd you know?
Scary stuff.
You got drunk and texted me.
Must have been 3 years ago.
I didn't say when you did it, Ryan. Jesus.
Yeah. You traveled back in time, or you did. You traveled back in time and had the conversation. It could happen.
Funny you mentioned that. In 52 and a half hours will be 3 years sober for me.
Awesome. Awesome. Congratulations.
I'm going on about a week.
July 6th.
Did you guys are familiar with the Jason universe, huh? The Jason
unfortunately, yes.
Oh my god. So I first hear about this thing, and the logo for it, not even the hockey mask, the new hockey mask that we got, but it was just Jason universe, and it was so generic, and they threw it up in like a second. And when I first heard about it, I was hopeful because I thought it might lead to us actually getting new movies. Right. So then now the first thing that they showed is like, stay tuned for the debut of Jason Universe. We're going to talk about what we're going to do. It was just this logo. Then the next thing was they hoarded them out to Fortnite. A cartoony version, looked like a Scooby-Doo reject, like you should have been in a Scooby-Doo show on Fortnite. Okay, so I understand they need to make money. They're licensing them. Then we get all the things with the Fright Rags and everything like that, where they pull all the Friday the 13th merch. You can't buy Friday the 13th t-shirts because of the rights issues with these guys. I don't know if officially that's what it is, but it's got to be what it is. So I'm like, well, maybe they'll start selling their own shirts. They haven't. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't.
They are. You know when?
When
the Spirit Halloweens fucking pop up, because that's the kind of grade shit that'll belong in a dump like that place.
So then I hear recently
they're never going to sponsor us, by the way.
I can't imagine why.
We're going to get a short film, a Jason Friday the 13th short film, and that gives me some hope because I'm thinking that they're going to reach out to some of these people like a Vincent DeSanti or somebody like that, maybe Jason Pitt, somebody that's done one of these fan films, and start promoting the fan films and lean into that, which they should do. They could make money with it without investing any money.
Yeah.
And it would be that smart thing to do. I mean, I'm just a public school kid. What the hell do I know? So then I'm watching Death Cure Society, and Crank finds out what they're doing for this short film. Did you guys happen to catch that?
No.
It's a 3-minute commercial for Angry Orchard beer. That's what the short film is. Yes. So Jason Voorhees is just officially a whore.
Well, his movies specialize in drinking and stuff. So I mean,
for a garbage drink too.
I know, but this is like I feel like Paul McCartney when fucking Michael Jackson bought his shit and hoarded it out to Apple. Like the revolution wasn't about
Well, at least Apple was a legitimate company. Angry Orchard is trash. They're not going to sponsor.
I know, but I mean that's not what the music was about. He felt some kind of way and.
Yeah, I get it. At least like have him like sponsor like a blood orange IPA or something, and like tie that into how does Jason tie into fucking Angry Orchard?
Do hockey players drink it?
No, they drink real.
I don't watch sports. I don't know.
No, they're all Canadian. They drink real beer.
Oh, gotcha.
Drink that, what's that Molson? The Molson that's like
yeah.
That you can only get in Canada.
Or Moosehead, man, that was my favorite Canadian beer. Moosehead, and the little green bottles.
Right on.
They might sponsor us. They were good.
All right, so I got one more thing on the rundown to get to before we start getting into the topic at hand.
You know what? Though, take as much time as you want.
I know.
No rush, Rick. Really.
We've already went 20 minutes in, so that's gonna limit us to 15 minutes on each movie.
That's a shame.
That's
But
fine.
Jaws is coming back, and everybody has known that it's coming back for the 50th anniversary. But just recently, I found out that they're also re-releasing the 3D version of Jaws, not Jaws 3D. You know, different thing. This is the actual 1975 movie made into 3D. I seen it like 2 years ago. And if Kevin Ellis from the Spooky Picture Show, me and him would be excited if it was, and JP, if it was Jaws 3D. But it's not. But this is still cool because it was the coolest way to see Jaws in the IMAX screen on the 3D. But we're going to go to the Phoenix Theater in North Olmsted for those of you that are local. And they're going to have it, and it's almost an IMAX screen. It's called Encore. It's like their version of IMAX. It'll be in 3D, and reach out to the page. If you're interested in going, I'm going to buy a bunch of tickets, and we're going to do a little get-together. Not quite sure when it's going to be. I'm leaning towards Sunday, August 31st at 7:10. That's what I'm leaning towards. So we will see how that goes. And on that note, we are out of things to talk about, and we have to talk about. All right.
Well, first,
go ahead.
it makes sense to do these two together.
Yeah,
because they were actually shot pretty much together, and they both
shot
came
at
out
the exact same time,
and they came out the same
years before they came out.
Yes, same director,
same director, Rick Boda, who did the previous two, I think.
Just the previous one before this one.
Okay. So I thought it was the previous two because this is the third. I believe you, but I thought this is the reason I thought it was the previous two because this is the third straight Hellraiser film, Deader, 2005. To not use a script that was designed for Hellraiser. This is the third straight time.
Yep.
Oh my God. So I turned this movie on. I found it on Plex because in that new box that I bought, it skips Deader. Whatever. You know, I bought it just so we could finish these movies, but whatever. So it skips Deader. And the first thing I see when I start this movie is Stan Winston's name.
Yes.
You guys are familiar with Stan Winston?
Mm-hmm.
Special effects legend. He did things on The Thing. He did things on everything. The guy is, is a special effects legend. So I'm excited, right? He didn't do shit in this movie, but put his name on it.
It's CGI.
He's a producer, that's it.
Yeah, there's CGI effects. It's not.
So
Stan
he got paid for putting his mind on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only is it not Stan Winston like caliber, it's not even Stan Winston style. It's all fucking CGI.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a major letdown, right? Because I got a little excited. And also in the beginning of the movie, this is the first one of the last three to be shot sort of where it feels like a Hellraiser film.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the color and the grittiness and like the fetish things and all this, and all of this kind of seems like a Hellraiser film originally when it starts.
Yeah.
And then the bell rang.
Yeah.
So I guess we could talk about the cast. I mean,
well, there's only one
even to talk about.
Well, Kari Wurr is actually a pretty good actress.
She's got a little horror resume. She's in Thinner and
oh my God,
there was something else.
When I was little,
there you go. That's the one.
When I was a little boy, I had a crush on her character in Thinner. So like
we all did.
Freaky gypsy chick.
In Thinner, was she the wife?
She was the
No,
gypsy
she was the
chick.
freaky gypsy.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
we were all crushing on the gypsy.
No, I loved her. Everybody loved her. Oh wow, yeah.
He was on Remote Control, that old TV show. That
MTV, right?
MTV. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't
With
realize.
Colin Quinn and Adam Sandler and those guys when they were all nobodies.
Well, she don't look the same as she did in Thinner in this at all.
No. But she still looks good.
I mean, she still looks good, but I mean, that was a whole different animal in Thinner.
She's like 40 though in this. She looks great.
She's a little bit older in this, and yeah. I wrote down 4 names of 4 actors, and of course, you got I didn't write down his name, but Doug Bradley comes back. Yeah. $2 million budget, filmed in 2002, released in 2005. I got a little note there. Oh, same time as Hellworld. Okay. Paul Reese played Winter.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Warren, he played Joey.
Yeah,
I
that
couldn't
guy.
see anything really else these guys did, but these are the people in there that mattered. He reminded me of Bootleg Billy Idol,
Yeah, he was like the comedy relief kind of guy.
but he wasn't funny.
No, he wasn't.
He needed to be funny.
But he had all those ones, especially the one like towards the end. He has little one-liners, but they're
When he
flatter.
gets killed, yeah, like, whatever dumb thing he said.
Yeah.
And then we got Simon Kunz.
How'd you say that?
We're not getting monetized now.
Kunz. I don't know that guy.
I found the promo for next week.
Rick's just naming off the old Kansas City Royals players from the 1980s. Rusty Kuntz.
That was a real guy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a joke that I seen in something. I don't know.
It was actually Kuntz.
Oh, yeah, of course.
How they pronounced it. But if you just read it, it's, yeah.
Kind of like that new football player, huh?
Oh, well.
Noah?
Yeah.
I ain't going to try and go in there.
You're not getting me on that one.
No, but yeah. They kind of say his name wrong, too. I'm not even going to say it the way it's said either because that's too close.
Didn't you already say it?
No, I've never said Noah's last name on here.
No.
I'll text you his name. You can look him up later.
Yeah, you can.
I want to see this.
We will definitely get canceled.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. All right, man. So you guys got anything? Here's one thing for me. I watched this movie 3 times.
Did you?
I have no idea what was going on in it. I still don't.
Okay.
I don't know.
For me, I'll go back to Kari Warrior for a second. I think, at least out of the leads, she was the best lead since
1 and 2. Yeah.
That doesn't mean she was great, but I think she was more capable than Dean Winters and Craig Sheffer. But that's just me. Now, I thought one thing that really stood out was not necessarily just the score or the music, which wasn't good either, but the sound design in this thing was really overdone. Like that scene in the bathroom when she's investigating, when she first gets like, how loud and how often do we need to hear that fly buzzing around? Like, we get it. It's like zzz, like maximum. Like, no, if you've ever been in a room with a fly, it's not that loud. And they're going for realism too, and that just in that scene until the. And I'll get to that part.
When she walks in the first dead body.
Yes.
All the flies and stuff.
We need that. It just, and it's like one fly. It's not multiple. It's just buzz, 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 and it's so loud and it's annoying. It's like.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's distracting. I'm trying to like take in the visual, but all I can hear is this fly buzzing around, and it's just annoying. And then we get our first of several just very predictable, poorly executed jump scares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy when he came.
No.
Oh no, the girl moves or something,
Yes.
right? I don't know. I could not retain anything in this movie.
That was predictable to me. And I had never seen this one. I hadn't. Like I thought maybe I saw it. No. But no, this was new. And then another thing that got me, and this was a real big negative for me. How the fuck could she have a nightmare about Pinhead before she even knows who he is or what he looks like?
Well, because he's like a demon and stuff. And that's the least of my problems.
Stupid.
As soon as you touch the box, he's like all over the place.
Well, it's like when Rob Zombie's
Did she have the nightmare
Hellraiser.
before she touched the box?
Say that?
Did she have the nightmare before she touched the box?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Who cares?
Well, it's supposed
Patricia says, hey guys, with your fancy new merch that you can get on the page, and whoever does get the first person to order a t-shirt will get something from us, something really awesome. And I don't know what yet, but something really awesome. I have an idea of something, but I don't think it's appropriate to say that right now. So I don't know.
So, all right, the main guy, what's his name? Winter. He was a descendant of
Lamar John.
Yeah, Lamar
Toy maker from 4.
Yeah.
the bloodlines. And
And did they make that clear besides just throwing it out one time in one line?
I mean, yeah, Doug Bradley says it.
maybe, yeah. So Pinhead, I'm trying to figure it out or put it in perspective here. Pinhead needed her help because Winter wanted to take over the Cenobites realm.
Well, he wanted to keep these people evil. From what I understand, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
To keep these evil people from dying by keep bringing them back to life, and they needed to die so Pinhead could take them. So that's why he brought her.
Right. Well, if the whole lore gets messed up because didn't that Leviathan own the Cenobites realm in part 2, that giant diamond-looking thing in the sky?
Yeah.
You know, they kind of forgot about that. So wouldn't Leviathan have the power to stop this? Or I guess he would just send Pinhead to do it.
Yeah.
But Pinhead's also separated from his human side after part 2. You know, well, because think about it, the original 2, there was a set of rules they followed. Like the mute girl opened the box, but they didn't take her because she was just curious. She wasn't looking for ultimate pain and pleasure. She was just doing a fucking puzzle.
Yeah.
You know, and he said it's desire that brings us, not curiosity. But once he got separated from that, all bets were off.
Well, yeah, they followed the rules on the first 2 because they made sense because they actually had firsthand involvement from Clive Barker. And after that,
And they were great movies. They weren't just good movies. They were great.
Once the man whose vision this whole thing was not actively involved anymore, of course it took a U-turn and went way off the highway.
Yeah, I went and rewatched the first one in theaters back in February, right before Valentine's Day. Yeah, it holds up, man. I fucking love that movie.
Oh yeah. Great.
Always a good time.
In fact, the original 1987 Hellraiser was the very first episode we did once we went to the video format.
Oh, yep. And it's also the first movie that Ryan rated higher than me.
Yes, it was.
So honestly, even though I couldn't figure it out, as the three of us are still trying to piece together, I didn't hate Deader. I mentioned in my comments for the intermission or something. I was talking to my buddy Rob, who I call the VHS King. I have a soft spot for those direct-to-DVD sequels sometimes. And I'm not saying they're all good, but that one just definitely gave me one of those vibes of something I would find at Dollar General for $5 and pick it up. And it was a fun watch, but it wasn't anything. It wasn't like, oh my God, you guys got to see this, because if I had recommended this movie to you guys to see it, I'd probably be off the show right now.
No, see, for me, no, I don't know. Ryan, did you do a 3 or a 5 thing for each of these movies? Either one of them?
Well, I kind of already mentioned like 3 of my big negatives. The sound design is bad.
Do you have a positive?
Kari were.
Well, that's a given.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and rate this one, and then we'll move on to what I think was the better of the 2 movies.
I got another. I actually do have another positive real quick on this one. I think this was a spec script sitting around that got just added on and Hellraiser mythology thrown into it, obviously. But if you take the idea of this cult separately from Hellraiser, I think they may have had something there.
Yeah.
But it's force-fed all the Hellraiser stuff that it doesn't have time to develop that plot line on its own.
And that's why I had to watch it 3 times and still didn't make sense.
Because it's just so quick. Like, boom, she sees the videotape in the first 5 minutes, and boom, she's over in Europe, and she's already investigating this thing 5 minutes in. Like, it doesn't.
And then
really
she's not even really investigating anything anymore because everything else happened. Like, if she kept looking for more stuff and little clues here and there would pop up, and then it would be a lot cooler.
And she makes one phone call and knocks on one door and infiltrates this cult like that. It's ridiculous. Now,
I wonder. I'm sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I'm just saying though, if they took that idea separately, kind of like Halloween 3, which I hate as a Halloween movie, but I think it's okay. It's just a horror movie. Like, if they took this thing and just fleshed out that cult idea and got somebody pretty decent to do a rewrite of it and threw all the Hellraiser stuff out, I think there's an interesting movie there. But
I feel the same way about the last Hellraiser movie. Was the last with the cop?
Hellseeker.
The last one or two ago?
Dean Winters.
Two ago was Craig Sheffer one.
Yeah.
Dean Winters was the last one with Kirsty Cotton. Now, I think there could have been a good movie there, but we didn't get it. Now, this movie was not a chore to sit through like the last 2 kind of were. I did like it better than the last two, and that's all I'll say for now. But if we want to grade this thing now and then move to the next one and then do comparisons, we can do that, or however you want to do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Before we do, did anyone remember a possible concept story from Freddy versus Jason that actually involved a group called the Fred Heads? Where they were okay. So doesn't the Deaders kind of remind you of that?
Yeah,
maybe
some kind of inspiration from a story that never was used and now it is being used.
So Patricia says missed movie opportunities. I agree.
Yeah, I think there was a decent movie in the original script that they used to make this that had nothing to do with Hellraiser, but.
And I feel the same way about that one with the cop, the noir kind of thing that they were going for.
Oh, that one just felt like a USA Up All Night movie to me.
Yeah, but I still think it could have been better. I didn't say it was going to be good, but it could have been better and if it was a thing. And then we got this. We got Tiki says, who the fuck is this supposed VHS king? He challenges him to combat.
So real quick, Tiki, he has when I met him, he said he had basically like a Blockbuster replica in his basement with 4,000 VHS tapes. So he's kind of got all of us combined beat on that one.
Well, I don't have any VHS tapes.
I got a few.
I'm not going down that road. They take up too much
got rid of
space.
all mine.
They take up too much space and the quality. I'm sorry, but I can't stand the quality. I got 4K. I'm watching 4K.
I haven't upgraded those movies to DVD or Blu-ray yet. That's why I still have them.
I had all the Friday the 13th and all. Oh man, I wish I still had them. People pay money for those now.
Did you have did your VHS collection rival your DVD collection that you had on your old house?
It was pretty close.
Probably took up 3 times as much room though.
I ended up giving a lot of my VHS tapes away, and I actually ended up throwing some away. That's sad.
I did the same. But that's because I didn't know people would want to buy them.
They're collectible now.
Yeah, they just take up so much space that I didn't think anybody would ever want them. Like with vinyl, you put them in a frame on a wall and it looks cool.
Yes.
I don't know.
Those are easier to. You could put 1,000 of them in 2 feet.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Fun. So okay, so let's just grade this thing so we can move on to Hellworld. Who wants to go first? I'll go first. You took too long. All right.
Like cappuccino.
This movie had some good ideas. I like the way it was shot at parts because it felt like a Hellraiser movie. The last 2 or 3 really didn't. It didn't really make sense a lot of the times. I watched it 3 times. I still don't really know what happened. After talking with you guys, I got a little bit of a concept where I could retain some of it now. I'm not going to say an F, but D. It's a D. Might even be a D minus. D minus. I'm going D minus. Finally.
Well, I'm going to grade another Hellraiser movie higher than you.
Not much, though.
No, it's a straight D. It's written down. My grades are.
I believe you. You ain't got to prove nothing to me.
I liked it better than the last 2. And I gave the one with Craig Sheffer was absolutely an F. And I think I gave the last one with Dean Winters a D minus because I liked it a little more than the one with Craig Sheffer. I don't know how it can get worse than that one, but this was better than both of the last 2. So I got to go a D. All
right. Very slightly, just like our rankings for the first one was very slightly. Joshua says D minus. Yep, that's where I'm at. Brewster, what are you giving this movie? This is your first ever grade on the show.
Oh fuck, man! The pressure's really on now, isn't it?
Yeah,
I go with what's the lead chick's name again?
Kari Wurr.
Okay, so we got her, and I got the sentimental thing for the low budget, and it's higher quality than some of the stuff I bought at the Dollar Tree. Don't judge me.
Low budget, $2 million.
$2 million 20 years ago.
$2 million.
I'm gonna give it a C, man. I didn't hate it as much, and rewatching it actually, I don't know. Like I said, I've got really a sentimental thing for those low budget stuff I find at random stores, and it just kind of what I felt like watching it. I mean, I don't disagree with you guys on the script aspect, and it was a good movie, but not a good Hellraiser movie.
No, it wasn't a good Hellraiser movie,
but definitely not. But
Patricia goes D minus. Faux show.
Yeah, I'm canceled after this one. I'm going to give it a C.
And BK says she was great on remote control. Ryan brought that up earlier.
She's so cute.
See, if I play a comment, I could see the Jason play. Just because it takes our names out of the way.
I'm brown nosing Patricia.
Also, you guys Married with Children fans?
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, she was on
the episode. You remember the episode? It was actually a two-parter where Kelly got her own like cable access TV show.
Yeah.
Kari
Was
Wurr was the leader of the band.
Okay, so the one that started off where they would sing and say sex, and then when they went to the positive
that was her.
milk book.
That was Kari Wurr.
No shit. I'll have to go back and rewatch that for research. Of
One of
course.
my favorite episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been involved in a lot of cool shit.
That's a great episode. That's
the
great
TV show Sliders was really good too. She was one of the leads on it.
Yeah, she was not the problem.
No.
You established that.
I'm actually surprised that they got her to do it because she was still pretty. I would assume sought after 2002 when they shot this. That's like just about when Sliders was ending.
You got a slight problem. I didn't take any notes for this, the other movie.
Neither did I.
Oh,
Pictures of Cats.
This is all
so
right.
we're moving on to the next one, huh?
Hellworld.
I actually
I up on the IMDb, so I got a little bit of a cheat sheet.
Wait, this one I do got for my Easter eggs. Can I steal this one?
Yeah.
What's it?
Oh, is it Henry Cavill's or Cavill, whatever, Superman? Old
Yeah,
Superman,
he was in it.
his first performances, and the great Lance Henriksen.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I can't believe they got him to do this.
Well, he was supposed to do the first one, I think, but turned it down to do Near Dark.
Oh, speaking of Near
That's
Dark,
a good ass movie, though.
All right,
Yeah, dude. Bill
yes.
Paxton, greatest line in any of his history. Bartender, I'll have a shot, whatever donkey piss you're shoving down these cocksuckers' throats. Bill
speaking of
Paxton.
Near Dark, when I was rearranging the wall behind me, I found this guy.
Nice.
Yeah, sweet. You want that? I'll give it to you next time I see it.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yeah, I want that.
Cool.
Thank
Right.
you.
Yeah,
I'll
got it in a
check
mystery box a while ago.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
All right.
Who was Lance Henriksen going to play in the first one?
I want to say Uncle Frank.
Oh wow, that would have been different.
It would have been, and I like Lance Henriksen, but I'm glad that it didn't end up that way.
So Patricia says her favorite episode's the dump water, where they go to Dumpwater, Florida.
Patricia, I'm
The
very
man who met Andy Griffith.
Yeah, and then we only have two famous people: the serial killer and the man who met Andy Griffith.
That was great. Oh, Married with Children was so good.
I was gonna say we're gonna segue off hardcore if we keep going. on Married with
Al
Children.
was like, he was like way younger than us. Then he was like 30, dude. He looked like he was 50.
No, it didn't.
Al, oh god, what was my favorite episode was when Peg was dancing with the guy at the dance club.
The gay guy, right?
His husband was cooking dinner for Al. That is one of my favorite episodes.
That's a good
Played by the great
Hank Azaria, right?
no, Dan
No, Dan
Castellaneta,
Castellaneta.
the other one. Yeah,
one. The other
Homer.
Simpsons guy.
the voice of
Homer
Homer
Simpson.
Simpson. The voice of Homer Simpson.
And
Yeah,
Mayor
Hank
Quimby.
Azaria plays everybody else.
Yes, yeah,
Your
Okay,
wife
so-
has been seeing my husband.
yeah.
So with this movie, while the last one had like some feels of a Hellraiser movie with the way it was shot, the grittiness, the color, this one really didn't.
No,
But I liked it.
but
Yeah,
go ahead and say it. I know you're going to say it.
was it?
It was actually written to be a Hellraiser movie.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's what it was. It
For
was
the first
yeah.
time in a long time.
For the first time in a long time. It was written to be a Hellraiser movie. And funny thing is, Lance Henriksen, when they asked him about doing a Hellraiser movie, he argued with them, said he never did one. He totally forgot this. He didn't think this was a Hellraiser movie when they were talking to him about it. Just ironically. I mean, because this one obviously was. I mean, there was the puzzle box was everywhere, the
Everywhere.
whole world. There was this video game online that they're playing through. I mean, they really went out of the box for this one, but at least it had Hellraiser ties with, everything that was going on.
I can sum this movie up, or at least the gist of it, and the
I didn't
premise.
retain much from this
Mhm.
one.
This is Halloween Resurrection with the great value version of the Matrix, and it had a baby, and they force-fed the Hellraiser mythology into its mouth.
I think this was 10 times better, 20 times better than Halloween Resurrection. I think
20 times better.
This did Halloween Resurrection right. Halloween Resurrection, they did what they were trying to do, but they did it better. And by the way, it had also had we didn't mention her, Catherine Winnick
Yeah.
from Vikings.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near as cool in this as she is in Vikings.
She was in that TV show too, about that detective up in Montana. I forget the name of it. It was pretty good though. She's the lead in that.
Yeah. So no, I thought they did this very well. I thought I really liked this movie, man. I really did.
Really?
Yeah. I was shocked at how much I liked it. I'm not going to tell you it's a great movie. I'm not going there.
I hope not.
But this will be up there in my ranking when we rank the whole franchise.
Wow, a lot of people put this last.
I didn't retain much on this one.
Yeah.
I really liked it, man. It was so easy to watch. While the other one was such a chore. I didn't know what was going on. I had to figure out that this was simple. Guy drugs everybody. He makes them see all kinds of crazy shit. You know, he's got what's the Marvel character that does that shit? Well, DC, it's the Scarecrow, and in Marvel, it's Mysterio.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I don't think Hellraiser Pinhead even exists. Oh no, he did because he ended up coming back and killing the guy.
Yeah, it was the end of it because he made him suffer for.
Yeah, and we got more bad CGI.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's a movie, you know?
So do you have a budget? Do you have a budget on this one?
I will in two shakes of a lamb's tail.
Okay.
All right.
The other one was $2 million. I would imagine this one was a little more.
Budget was $3 million. It was a little more.
Yeah. It felt like a little more. There was more going on, more extras, and just the way the scenes were set up, and yeah. But still, though, $3 million in 2002, that would be like $7 million now. Give Vincent DeSantis $7 million. Let's see what he can do.
It'll be a
lot better than this thing.
God, yeah, it will. Yeah, this is nothing to remember. This kind of, you know, had like, I just think 95 to 2005 is the worst 10-year period for horror.
It was pretty bad.
And they all had this kind of, I don't know what to call it, this stain on them. You know, this just, you could tell it's 95 to 2005.
We got some good ones. Didn't Event Horizon come out in that window?
I had never seen it, so
I think so. I think so.
Man.
Yeah.
Ryan, what'd you think of that movie?
It's good, and I like Halloween H2O as well.
I love Halloween H2O, but it still has that feel. It
does.
A better version
feels like a
those.
90s.
It's a better version of those, just like Scream is a better version of those.
Yeah, Scream came out. Scream.
Sometime
the first three were all in that window.
Yeah.
The 97, 98, 99, didn't they all come out like year after year?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, also the first Saw is in that window too. So, and that's awesome.
It is still at 2004, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at the end when stuff was starting to get life again.
But yeah, this is like nowhere near the level of any of those. But here's the thing that blew my mind, though. I started watching this thing, and I had seen this one before.
Okay, see, I had not for sure because I would.
This is the only one after like part 3 that once it started going, I'm like, oh, I remember this now. But it's been since it was like new that I'd seen it. So I hadn't seen it legit 20 years.
Let's see. Your background looks great. Fuck Funkos, but it's noticeably cooler. Those are 25 signed Jason Funkos. I did not realize I had that many. There's 25 of them. They're not all signed by Jason actors, but most of them are. Some of them are signed by like Bill Randolph, Harry Manfredini,
Ron Milky.
Ron Milky, Corey Feldman.
I was there when you got it signed by Ron Milky, and that's before.
Yeah, I gave the wrong one. I gave a part 2 Funko because I wasn't paying attention.
That was before he gave us a lashing.
That's before he chastised us, yes, which was the greatest thing ever.
Oh. Now, I have one really big thing about this one that I really hated. Yeah. Although there's a lot of little things I didn't like.
Yeah.
The one thing I hated it the most, and a lot of horror movies fall into this trap, is like it's that lame ending where the villain has to explain everything orally to like the audience. To
the James Bond thing.
Yeah, I hate it. You
hate the James Bond thing. All right.
It just insults your intelligence. They should, a good director. Sorry, Rick Boda. You're not one.
He's not one of them.
You're not one of them. There's worse. You're certainly no Rob Hedden. But a good director can frame the story to where we can figure this out visually without having it, plot bomb to us by the main villain.
Right.
And that
Rob Hedden is part 8, right?
Yes. Nice guy, but
God,
I can say that about part 9 too. But no, I hated that whole monologue from Lance Hendrickson right there. Just
Yeah, I didn't need it. I knew what was happening. I
It's
didn't need him to tell me that.
it's cringy, as the kids would say.
Yeah.
It was cringe AF.
Cringe
Oh,
AF.
God.
Oh, right on. All right. Is there anything you wanted to bring up in this film, Brewster?
No, I didn't retain a lot
Oh,
from
no.
rewatching this one. This was the Rick effect on me. I
Oh,
don't-
okay, so vice versa for me.
Yeah, I remember Henry Cavill. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. And Lance Henriksen, and
Superman, man. Fucking
Yeah.
Superman was in this joint.
I mean, it was cool. They were trying to bring
Superman
kids
and
into the
Labyrinth.
video game age and stuff. It was kind of neat, but I didn't really retain a whole lot from it. It's like my brain went numb just after watching it again.
Right on. BK says, is the best pre-kill line from Hellraiser, I believe the prognosis is terminal. Maybe.
Buddy.
No, this movie, like I liked it. I liked it. I didn't hate it. I will watch it again. I think Ricky will like it. I'll watch it with him. I think he'll dig
Ricky,
it.
yeah, I think Ricky would be okay with this.
Yeah, there's enough blood and gore. People
Yeah,
getting up.
Didn't hate it as much as I didn't hate it as much as I hate the next one.
Oh, okay. You're making
I've
us
never seen that.
really look forward to the
Oh,
next one.
God, I'm
I've
telling you
never
right
seen
now, I'm not rewatching it. I will just go off of muscle memory. I don't need to. I will not rewatch it. Fire me, whatever you want to do. I'm not.
Three pinheads. The next three pinheads are different,
Yeah,
and neither one of them are Doug Bradley.
it is awful. You guys don't need to watch it. Watch the commercial. That's all you need.
Well, we're gonna do the next two together too. I think because I don't think there's gonna be anything worth talking about. You know, like it's not gonna be where we need to dedicate a whole episode to it, and then we will dedicate a whole episode to the remake because I think that one will be good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grade this one last since I jumped.
All right, Bruce, you go first. Give it a
I
break.
didn't retain much from it, but it's got Lance Henriksen, and it's not the next one, so I'm going to stick with a C on this one.
And that's where I'm at, right? Exactly where I'm at. I'm at a C. It's not bad, man. It's not bad, and especially for just coming out like straight to DVD.
Yeah,
it's that movie. I was entertained. I wasn't mad after I seen it.
Well, tonight I graded one Hellraiser movie higher than you, and now
this will not be a second.
Now I'm gonna grade one lower than you.
And I think this will be considerably lower.
I gave part 7 a D. I also give part 8 a D, and in honor of Catherine Winnick, I'm going double D's.
Josh says C. He gives it a C. All right, right on. Yeah, I thought that's not too far off from where I'm at. You know, the D is C. They're pretty close. Yeah, I didn't hate it, man. I didn't hate it. I was pleasantly surprised.
I liked it better than 5 and 6.
I think it just had such a low bar.
Yeah.
What we should do is kind of go back, and after you guys watch the next one, which is I think Revelations, see if you want to keep the same grades for the past 8 movies compared to this next one.
We'll see. So what we've been doing is we've been putting these up against the big 4 and seeing where they would rank accordingly. So we'll do part 7.
Yes.
Is it better than Friday the 13th part 7?
No.
Not a chance in hell, right?
No. Yeah.
Bruce, you got to answer, Bruce. Is it better than the 7th Nightmare on Elm Street movie, which is
New Nightmare?
Is it? Oh God, no, not a chance.
Hell no.
Hell no. Is it better than the 7th Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? Now this is where it gets tricky because I got to figure out which one that is.
Yeah, I don't know which one that is.
See, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go 1 and 2. This is Adam's movie, Texas 3D.
Then yes.
You think this is better than that?
Then yeah.
Oh wow, I do. Deader is better than Texas Chainsaw 3D.
It's been a minute since I've seen that one, so I'll have to get back to you in a couple weeks when we talk about it.
Yeah, definitely. I go with no, not a chance, because I really like that movie.
Yeah. So I just rewatched Deader. I haven't seen Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Well, if this was Hellworld, I would say it's less flawed than Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Brewster might not know this though about me unless he's like really watched like in depth, but I'm not the biggest Texas Chainsaw guy other than the first one.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
he likes the first one, and more so for what it is than
Yes.
how important it was to music, the cinematography, or music, movies, and all that good stuff. All right,
Halloween 7 is H2O. It is not better than
not a chance, not a chance. So we move on to Hellworld.
8.
Is it better than Friday the 13th Part 8?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I like Friday the 13th Part 8 soundtrack. I mean,
Oh, Ryan's a fan of the soundtrack.
I like
soundtrack's
the
banging
songs.
for sure.
I thought that was the biggest problem with Part 8 was missing Harry Manfredini.
Yeah.
Was
All
the
right,
biggest
no,
problem.
I'm going to say Hellworld is better than that because Jason Takes Manhattan's title was a cock tease. He doesn't get to the end of to Manhattan to the end
No
of the movie.
Harry music is a huge detriment to that one.
Yeah, so
that whole kill, Jason, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you guys on that one.
All right, so Nightmare on Elm Street Part 8 would be the remake, right? Well, no, would it be Freddy versus Jason?
Yeah,
you guys decide. It's tough.
Yeah, you're right.
Freddy versus Jason. It's Freddy versus Jason. All right.
Wow,
so,
that's close for me.
I love Freddy versus Jason, so no.
I don't.
I like it as a nightmare movie, and I think it's better. Wait. Hellworld. Is Hellworld better than Freddy? It's close. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Freddy versus Jason, but by about that much.
What did I give Freddy versus Jason when we initially graded it? Because
you're the guy that remembers everything, not me.
I think I did a D- because we were grading it as a Friday the 13th
film. Yeah, you clarified that it would have been higher if we were doing Nightmare.
If I did it as a Nightmare film, it'd be like a C-. As a Friday the 13th film, it's a D-. Split the difference, and it's pretty much tied with this. Fuck, man, that's close.
Right on.
You know what though? I'm gonna go. I'll take Freddy versus Jason over it, just because I'd rather rewatch that than this.
Okay, so the next Texas Chainsaw movie would be Leatherface.
I hated
the
that
one about the kids.
Oh, that's the backstory one with
the kids.
It's better than that.
Was it the guy who had from Iron Fist?
Yeah,
the guy who played Iron Fist was in Leatherface.
The guy who played who?
Iron Fist. What's his name? Finsum. You know what I'm talking?
There was a pretty famous character in it that has a funny name. Or a pretty famous guy has a funny name. I think he was in the Blade movies.
Oh, the guy who played Frost.
Yeah.
What's his fucking name?
Right?
I always get it confused with the guy who played Chucky. Like the voice of Chucky. What's his
name?
Oh,
Brad Dourif.
Brad Dourif. I think it's Steven Dorff who was from The Gate.
It is Steven Dorff.
Yeah.
There you go.
That one.
We got there. We got
it. But I also think the guy who played Iron Fist in the Netflix Marvel series was in this one. If it's the one I'm thinking about, I got Hellworld. I fucking hated Leatherface.
Tiki says Adam Marcus is the man. Horrible fucking TCM movie though.
Yeah, I'm with Tiki.
But he says Jason Goes to Hell is fire. I knew I would love that. All right. Speaking of Jason Goes to Hell, the documentary is out. It's in the festival circuit and soon will be on Blu-ray and it'll be awesome. I got my poster right. Wait, where is it?
I am there. I'm one of the biggest haters of Jason Goes to Hell, but I can't wait to see that doc.
It's going to be fun.
I've been looking forward to that for 3 years now.
Yeah, COVID. Jason takes me. a lot of things hurt the production of that, but we're getting there. All right, COVID. And so.
Well, I'm safe from COVID. I got my mask.
So, the 8th Hellraiser or 8th Halloween movie would be Resurrection, right?
Yeah, it's definitely better than that.
Yeah. Definitely better than Resurrection.
Okay, we're all agreement there.
It's battling now. Like the last couple, it wasn't battling. The last couple was like definitely just horrible.
Well, rule of thumb: once you get that deep into a franchise, it's pretty much gone off the rails. No part 8s are good.
Then Tiki says, "Don't be proud of having the same movie opinions as him. His favorite directors are arguably the worst." Since he proved that Jason Goes to Hell's fire, and I agreed with him. He said, yeah, he said that's not saying much about the movie. It's saying more about me.
Hey, Tiki's my B movie brother. We're good there.
Oh goodness! All right, so that's Hellraiser. 2 Hellraiser movies. Next week,
not 2 Hellraiser movies.
Should we do a buffer in between?
So,
I have an
I'm
idea.
kind of with the earlier comment about Red the Bandy Dog because I really want to just talk about Revelations and be done with it.
Right on. Well, maybe we'll do that. We'll probably do that. Unless something better.
well, if something else comes up, or
Like anything else.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I got new comments I got to get to. Resurrection is the best. Okay.
Fuck you.
he
Shut
is
up.
banned for trolling for 1
He
week.
is bad
He's
tonight.
banned
man.
from chat.
Damn.
Trolling.
Dude, I'm off of work tomorrow. I might come out and see him.
I got like all kinds of things going on here.
I do want to make one little brief announcement.
Yeah, go ahead. We like announcements.
I'll make it public. It's not a big deal, but to anybody who cares, I am moving.
Right on, but you will still be here with us every Thursday at whatever time we do this.
Yes.
And it'll still be 7 Eastern.
I am leaving Cleveland in roughly 6 weeks. That's the target. And yeah, so if anybody in the Cleveland area wants to see me before I go, just get in touch. I am moving to Florida.
Shit, you lucky bastard.
It'll give us a reason to drive down there and go see him.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm down in the winter.
It's
It's beautiful down there in the winter.
Yeah.
Well, we're all old enough to be able to retire to there pretty soon, right?
Yeah.
Except
Except Tiki.
Oh, man.
You baby face motherfucker.
He says, give him 45 minutes to explain the magic of resurrection. Oh man, I wish you were with us when we were doing those, man. I would have loved to have you on for that.
You see, he might be able to do it because you know how many bowls you can smoke in 45 minutes.
Could be fun. Could be fun. We might have to do that for a bonus episode. When Tiki gets his studio, he's talking about doing that at his house with the different camera angles and everything. When he gets that going, we'll go over there and watch him rip bong tokes and talk about Halloween Resurrection.
Now
use that for the show when we go to Cedar Point during Halloween weekends or whatever.
Now that's something I would call a reverse Patreon episode. We'd have to pay people to watch
it. Right on. Yeah. So if anybody, let's see if anybody has, probably not, but if anybody has ordered one of these t-shirts, you will get a prize. Nobody has. You guys all suck.
Well, that's the way to get a fan base, Rick.
You're right. Those of yeah. So if you do order one, the first person who orders one is going to get something awesome from me. You will not regret it. And yeah, it'll be something you'll definitely want. It'll be a signed piece of horror memorabilia that is not signed by a Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
You're not going to give away the Near Dark picture you already promised me, are you?
No, that's yours.
All right.
It's yours.
Shit, I got to give another mask away soon.
Yeah, we need 50 more. I think we got to get to 1,000. We got a couple, and then we lost a couple, and then I don't know where we're at. We're at 950 last I checked. Followers on the Facebook page. Once we get to 1,000 YouTube followers, man, we got some really cool stuff we'll give away then. But we're so far away from that. That's
yeah. And you just posted the shirt thing a couple hours ago, man. Give it time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I've already seen angry posts from Rick.
Since I'm moving, I'm going to be downsizing a lot, so I'll throw them on our page if anybody wants them. I got some masks I got to get rid of.
I might be able to list those on the website.
Okay.
For the t-shirts. Like, I mean, I know the one that JP makes, I'm going to be able to, but I think I could put them on the one that's there now.
Okay.
I'll put something stupid on there to see how it works and then go from there. But
I better while I'm still in town, because once I move to Florida, it'd be too freaking humid to paint.
I've only got one Brewster t-shirt.
He says PM for cheaper. Bootlegging our shit.
Dude, he is on a roll tonight.
Yes.
He got his cricket machine out.
He did.
He is not fucking around tonight. He's in rare form.
He would just crochet it.
Love it. He was supposed to. He was talking about popping on to talk about talking about Summer Screams for a second. I think we were talking about that, but
we're still here. I mean, he could stop us from stopping.
No, we're getting out of here. It's been
what's Charles got going tonight?
What's that?
What's Charles?
Charles is watching. Oh man, what is he watching? Give me 2 seconds, I'll tell you.
Oh, and then 2 seconds, Tiki's gonna pop on.
Charles Sherrod has Okay. He said, I seen in the group chat, the Tiki messaged me. He said, I seen in the group chat I was supposed to pop on. I still can if you want me to. 7:30. First of all, Tiki, we're going to wrap this up. So not now, but you have the link, dude, anytime. We would actually love to see you just pop in at random times.
He pops in, fuck you, and he leaves.
That'd be great. That'd be gold, dude. That'd be comedy fucking gold, man. That's what we need. You know? Oh, Charles Sherrod. That's what we were doing. He is doing I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, okay.
Leading up to the remake that'll be coming out any day.
Nice.
So you can watch I Know What You Did Last Summer on Rumble with Charles Sherrod. It might also be on Facebook. I'm not sure how that works. I watch them on Rumble when I watch it. It's the only reason I have this Rumble app.
Yeah.
Rumble is like Facebook, but on YouTube with tons of Donald Trump advertisements.
And no censorship or whatever, I guess.
Yeah, no censorship. They don't care about anything. And which is the reason he went over there.
Sure.
But yeah, like when you get the little breaks, it's always and all the stuff to suggest you to watch is like Donald Trump stuff. I don't got time for any of that.
It's above my pay grade.
I will say this about I Know What You Did Last Summer. One of the best songs ever in a horror movie is in the beginning of that one.
Oh, Type O Negative, Summer Breeze.
Cover of Summer Breeze, yeah, love it.
Right on.
Fits that intro with that camera work like off the coast. It just it's beautiful. It's beautiful imagery, and it's a great song for that intro.
I agree there.
I don't know if when the Final Destination came out, I rewatched all of them. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that with I Know What You Did Last Summer. I think the first one was okay. After that, I didn't like them. I don't think
the first two. Okay, I don't know about if there's any more because I never.
There's
saw
a third one.
Yeah, there's I Know What You Did Last Summer. I still know what you did last summer. I'll always know what you did last summer.
That one, I don't know.
That one. Dude, all right, so let's put it this way. It was included. This is one of those Dollar General things I was talking about.
Yeah, you get them all in one pack.
Yeah, all three of them in one pack for like $5 or $8 or something. I couldn't say no to that.
No, it's like the Hellraiser thing I got, except for it skips dinner.
This one has 3 through 8.
Yeah, mine has let's see, it's 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 8.
So I'm like just assuming.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm assuming in the third one of those things, there's no Jennifer Love Hewitt anymore.
There is not, so you probably wouldn't want to watch it then. You're tapping out. Then, well, I got if you guys remember the Boogeyman from 2000 with Emily Deschanel and that one guy who was popular for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I remember.
From the Faculty. No, not Faculty.
See, those are the Faculty. That's another one of those 95 to 05 movies. They just got this weird feel to it.
Teaching Mrs. Tingle.
Oh, Teaching Mrs. Tingle.
Yeah, he was the main guy in that one. Well, aside from the two 80s versions, there was two 80s movies that were called The Boogeyman. There was that one that came out in theaters, and then two direct-to-DVD sequels, one of which had Tobin Bell from the Saw movies.
Nice.
And Dollar General had this whole thing is becoming like a promotion for that store. Had like all 5 of them for like $5 or something. I love picking up shit.
I like the Faculty. That's Robert Rodriguez, man.
Oh, I love the Faculty.
Heated. It's just it has that 95 to 05. It's the worst decade ever.
I love that. That was a guilty pleasure of mine, except the fact that Famke Janssen ended up with Josh Hartnett at the end of the movie. And granted, he was like 19. He was still a student. She was a teacher. I mean, good for him. I mean, it's Famke Janssen, but still.
Yeah.
She was on Nip Tuck. That was a good show. You ever see Nip Tuck?
Yeah.
I know of it. I've never seen it, though.
He was the transgender.
Yeah.
She was in that Hemlock Grove, too.
I did not see that.
I saw a few episodes. It was like the first Netflix original.
Tease with you guys. Faculty's so good. It's good. I don't know if it's so good.
I like it.
I love it.
But Famke Janssen, I think that her peak though was in Rounders, a poker movie.
Nice. Yeah, I
remember
that.
So good in that with
that
Horton and Matt
Damon?
Yeah.
Right on. All right,
and of course, John Malkovich in like one of his greatest roles.
Oh yeah, Malkovich is sweet. Malkovich is sweet. So we got anything else we want to talk about before we get the fuck out of here? Because we've been going for an hour and 10 minutes.
I know. We talking longer. Tiki's gonna come in.
What's it? Oh, puppies. Yeah.
Reach out. Look back. Go back to the beginning of the show if you didn't see it. If you want to see a cute puppy, they're free to.
Labradoodles. Free Labradoodles to a good home.
Yep. 1 month from today, pretty much.
Right on.
They're 4 weeks now. When they're 8 weeks old, they can go to their own.
He sounds like Jack Nicholson, as good as it gets. He's just going to throw him out the door.
No.
Yes, Bethany, you are super late, but if you want, you can get the Spreaker app and listen to us on there because that should be up. The new episode should be up like tomorrow or the next day, and there's like 20 other episodes up. And I think that might be what hurt our viewership on listenership. It's not viewership, it's not video. Because a lot of our older episodes are on there, and we sucked worse than we do now in the beginning. We've gotten slightly better.
Well, you put these up on YouTube like as soon as we're done, don't you?
Well, they're just
They're
up
there now.
now.
Okay, gotcha.
I am gonna start like loading them on the thing because I think it'll help the algorithm gimmick somehow. I don't.
Yeah, you gotta use hashtags and stuff too.
Yeah. When I put them up like that, I do.
Right.
Like my one video that got like 10,000 views that had nothing to do with anything we do, and because I hashtagged Hulk Hogan and Macho Man because it was like it's on there. It's my phone's blowing up like, oh, you've got 1,000 views, you got 10,000 views, you got this. I'm like, holy shit, what's all this about? And I thought it was just like career views for the whole channel, and it ended up being this stupid clip I shot at a bar on Halloween. It was a guy dressed as Macho Man and a guy dressed as Hogan. And I told the Macho Man guy, I said, go over there and do the Mega Power handshake with them. And he did, and I got it on video, and it was kind of funny. And the Hogan guy screwed it up a little bit. But yeah, 10,000 people watch this dumb shit, but not the shit I fucking work hard for, not the shit I sit through deader for.
You guys seeing Tiki in the comments, man? He is just on fire tonight.
Oh, man. Don't do it. You can hear Rick's moans through there. Whatever, dude. Spreaker, they pay us. We got advertisements on there.
Yeah, but Rick doesn't pay us our share. He still owes me 10 cents.
I do. I got your dime. It's right there, and your dime as well. We need more people. It just stopped at 30 cents. It didn't go anymore. I haven't checked in a couple days.
Don't be dropping dimes now.
Odd times. Let's see. You guys can still see me, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because I think I can go over here and refresh this, and let's see. I click that, and come on, man, riveting. 32 cents. There we go. Somebody watched. We're up to 32 cents.
Did you you didn't get a chance to drop your new pin tonight?
Pin? Oh,
is that what you call it?
My drop. It's a drop.
Your new drop.
Yeah. So I got this for when.
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
So I want to get a couple of those, and then I got to remember to actually use them. Like Ryan's got some, but his aren't video because we didn't know how to do video. We just knew how to do audio.
Let me hear Ryan.
He has his sign off that he does every week. So I got a couple times he couldn't be here, so I got.
Oh shit! There goes the neighborhood.
Then I got.
There goes the neighborhood. There goes.
And I thought there was three of them. Maybe there's just two.
It was just Ice-T and then the kid from
Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? When we're live like this and you hit that, I can't hear it on my end.
Oh, no doubt. Right on. Did you hear those, Brewster?
Oh yeah, I heard him.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I've
Weird.
never been able to hear your drops when we're live.
Yeah. I got a couple, like, because we used to do the big dildo of the week, so we got.
Big dildo. Eat your fucking slop.
I thought my liver was talking.
Big dildo.
Well, on that note.
You got a big dildo?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know where they should sell as you know, I'll use the politically correct term, marital aids.
On our website?
No.
With the logo on it? You can put that logo on anything.
A good place where they should sell those and they don't are airports, man. Because some people need it.
Some people need to get fucked. And I don't think we're going to top this. We're going to get the hell out of here.
You can play the Ice-T. You can play the Ice-T.
Okay, and on that note,
There goes the neighborhood.